Hello, everyone.
Okay.
Welcome to another lovely episode with the JayFx House community. On today's episode, we have a special topic. We're looking into the market in a general scale of finance, and we're going to be looking into commodities and then scaling down into agriculture. And today, we have a special guest. I am your host, JFX, founder of the JayFx House community. Today, we have a guest with us, Rex. Mr. Rex, please, can you introduce yourself?
Hello. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mr.Rexxi, a graduate from Joseph Samwataka University. I am an entrepreneur, an agripreneur. I'm into sustainable agriculture. It's nice having you here, Mr. J, on this call, having me here on this call.
Welcome, welcome. All right, so looking at the scale of agriculture, a lot of people would say it's something that has been in the system for a very long time now. And then when we talk about the market in general, a lot of people are shallow-minded to the perspective of just looking at forex and crypto. But at the same time, if we look into the meaning of market, it goes into a bigger perspective. Let's define market so that we can give ourselves a perspective of what we're going to be looking into today. What I need you to understand is that the perspective of markets in a bigger scale is a system where there is buying and selling, an interaction of exchange of value. So wherever there is an exchange of value is considered the market, where they are buying and where they are selling. So that value can be defined by money, can be defined by goods, can be defined by services, contracts, or even digital assets, like in today's world, what we have in today's world. So the market is not just a place anymore, it's the network that is built around the exchange. So that particular network is what we call the market, where someone goes to buy or someone goes to sell, or where someone is having a contract of execution. So now let's come into the idea of the market in general. When we talk about finance. In the financial market, we have let's look at it like a big river that has multiple layers. We have the currency layer, we have the digital asset layer, like what we call cryptocurrency. We have the commodity layer, and we also have the equity and debt bond layer. So each layer behave differently, but they are all connected. So when we talk about the financial market, or we talk about the global market in general, we're talking about different layers of these markets. So they are all connected. And then when we look into forex. The forex market is a financial system. It's not like just the crypto market, where we have digital assets being traded. The financial market, the forex market, is actually a currency exchange system where USD is getting traded against euro, not for euro, but basically against euro. That is to say we are speculating the price of the market against each other. So we can also be doing that for GBP against JPY. So the forex market is an exchange of value. It creates value. It's not something physical or tangible like commodities, but at the same time, it creates a space for what we call the financial market as well. But now let's look into commodities. When we talk about commodities are the physical foundation of the entire global system. Commodities, if currencies are the language of money, then commodities will be the raw materials of life and production. Because the commodities markets include both energy, metal, and agriculture. Without commodities, we won't have production. And then when we talk about this as people or entrepreneurs who are looking to build wealth, we have to look into various markets as well. We have to learn and understand the systems that are involved in this market. And agriculture is sitting at the heart of commodity and what we call the fundamental of the global market space. So now when we talk about agriculture, today we have a system of agriculture that is introducing a new scale. That is what we have our guest here today. I just gave us insight into what the financial market is in general and how we have what we are presenting today to us. Now, we have a topic, a very genuine and very interactive topic that our guests will be looking into. And I would like us to hand the floor over to him so he can give us some insight into this particular topic we have for today. Rex, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you, Mr. J. It's a pleasure having me here to speak about agriculture once again. I believe agriculture has been something that I've been passionate about, and since the days of my high school, I have been passionate. I can remember I almost changed my course option. Am I loud and clear?
Yes, you're audible. You're audible.
Yeah. So back then in the uni, I almost changed my course option to another option that deals with agriculture. It became a passion for me right there in university. Um, what I would like to say currently here now is I want to make a good statement about agriculture, not just a good statement. I want to enlighten the youth about agriculture because it seems agriculture is falling a place in our community and our society today. So let's dive into what we have here. We'll be talking about hydroponics. Hydroponics has been in existence. It's something that has been in existence. People don't even really know about it so much. But I think many people in the West Africa and in Nigeria particularly, they've started employing um, hydroponics to agriculture in general. First of
Hmm.
all, I would like to give insight what is hydroponics because that will always bring curiosity. Once you hear
Yes.
hydro, it means something. Hydro means water. So what is hydroponics in first? So hydroponics is a method of farming in which vegetables or plants are being grown using a controlled environment, and they are grown in water. They are nurtured. They are feed. The presence of soil or the use of soil is to give nutrients to plants. Am I good? Is that understandable? So now,
Yes,
in
understood.
places where there are not available lands, there hydroponic anthropogenic effects like different natural disasters and the rest, like places where you can't get enough land
Or
to
let's say
farm in
someone who is
general.
not equipped enough, or someone who doesn't have a land that wants to go into
Yes,
agriculture.
yes, and want to go into agriculture. Hydroponics is the best options for you. It's a method in agriculture that you cultivate without soil. So look at
Hmm.
how interesting that part of agriculture is. It's You don't need soil. All you only need is a growing media. I will talk about growing media in a short while. But let's get the concept hydroponics. Hydroponics just involves agriculture that you feed the nutrients or what the plant needs to grow. You feed it through water. Is that clear? Is that quite understandable, Mr. J?
Yes, yes, I'm with you.
Yes. All right. So, with that being said, let's talk about how this growing media is because I know people will still be curious about how do you don't need soil to farm your normal lettuce, you don't need soil to farm your normal cabbages and the rest. So,
Hmm.
in this sector, there's what we call substrate. A substrate is a growing media where these vegetables grow. Vegetables like pepper, vegetables like um, bell peppers, habanero peppers, what was it called, lettuce, cauliflower, things like that can be grown in a controlled environment. A controlled environment like greenhouses, you can just have a little space in your house. I saw one lady, cultivating vegetables on her rooftop, and they did very well. She lived in the top floor.
Wow.
She lived in an apartment that was an upstairs. So
Without
she,
soil.
yes. So that's the innovation that has come in agriculture. So let me go back to the growing media for all this because people will be still be curious to know more about it. So basically, what we use to cultivate these vegetables, it's called a substrate. And what a substrate simply means, it's a growing media where it can enhance plants to grow. So this substrate contains about 70% of rice hulks. Now, rice hulks are it's like the chaff of rice. like these chaffs that people do burn, throw away, and they dispose it like after agriculture,
Yes,
the normal
yes,
traditional agriculture. Yes, rice
yes.
husks. It's something, yeah, that people, you throw them away. So this is another sustainable development, bringing rice husks back in place, and it can be used to still grow vegetables. You get? So we use rice husks, and we use what is it called? Biochar. One of it. It's it's cheaper than traditional agriculture per se. It's cheaper, way less cheaper, and this is just like you are recycling what the environment is already giving to you. So these things can be given to this plant in a liquid form. There's a ratio. There's a ratio in which you mix these nutrients and you just give it to these plants and they grow well. Currently, there's a farm I am working with. Where I am working with, we have vegetables everywhere that are grown, like they are grown using hydroponics. It is one
If possible,
interesting.
maybe we can get some pictures so we can display on the video of the
Yes,
presentation as well.
yes, yes. So we have so many vegetables like bell peppers, vegetables like lettuce. Our day-to-day in tomatoes, like they are doing fantastically well. Many people in the West are deploying this part and exploiting this part of agriculture very well. So once you are into hydroponics, there is no giving time. You don't have to wait for a particular time to cultivate veggies. Now we have entered a different time zone where it's called the rainy season. Most farmers now we start going to do land clearing. They will try to, okay, go back to their plot of land, and they'll start thinking about how to cultivate their crops. But in the aspect of hydroponics, you can farm all season. You can farm in the dry season, you can farm in the rainy season. There's no time you can't plant also a crop using hydroponics. Hydroponics, you can be farming at any time, like both in the rainy season, the dry season, and all of that. Now, once you are using the available or the needed amount of fertilizer that are given to these crops, yeah, they will grow well. They will give you,
Mm.
let me say, times three of what you'll be expecting using traditional soil.
Wow. And
Yes.
this
Now,
is healthy. Some
yeah,
people will have the fear of saying, since the plants are grown with water, would they have the same nutrients of using soil? Well, is there no
it, it,
difference in that?
there's no difference. What
Hmm.
soil is just a growing media. You get? Soil is just a growing media. The same uptake your plants are taking from the soil. These are these are same thing that are being given to these vegetables using hydroponics. You get? It's still the same thing. There's no difference. It's still your normal nitrogen. It's your normal calcium, your normal potassium and phosphorus. Those are the macronutrients these vegetables needs to grow. Now, there's agribusiness opportunity in hydroponics. I want to dive into something interesting that will interest you. Um, the business aspect of hydroponics. Hmm? Hydroponics is, number one, it's cheap to operate once you know what you are doing. You have to be clear on you have to be clear to know what you are doing. You can't just jump into hydroponics and succeed. You have to give time to learning. You have to give time to learning how this operates. And it's something that you can just Google it, watch things about it, and you have an insight. If possible, if you want to go for mentorship and look at how to
So
explore
let's
that
say
work.
an internship. Sorry to cut you
Yeah,
short.
yes, an
So it's
internship.
advisable to enroll in internship programs and also
Yeah,
participate in seminars that teaches programs like this. Let's say like in the future we decide to
many.
host a section where we'd have to teach about agriculture. These are topics that people can learn from, people can benefit from in those outreach. This is one of the reasons why we're hosting
Exactly,
programs like this, so that we can be able to do things like that in the future and not just present
exactly.
the forex and crypto aspect to the public, but also to
Yes,
present something tangible and something learnable as a skill of empowerment and and development in society. So I'm with you
Yes.
100%, and I like that. I like that. That's why we have the section.
Yeah. So
Go on. I'm
the bottom
interested in
line,
more business ideas.
so the bottom line of this is to definitely, we forex traders, we still need other businesses. It's not every given time you have your trade set up. There are times the market might look so complex for you to understand, and you need cash flow to keep other things running. So once you have a good farm setup, it's something to rely on till where you see your condition in the marketplace to engage in. Now, let's look at the sustainable aspect of this. Um, Hydroponics is quite sustainable. Like, you can reuse your substrate so many times as possible. So currently, I'm still on an internship program, and so far so good. I can say that I have been learning a lot. It has exposed my mind. First of all, once you want to go into hydroponics, I will always advise, please know your market condition, know the particular niche you want to enter. Now, the business aspect of hydroponics varies from different states. Like in the West, they consume more veggies. I mean, the West in Nigeria, states like Lagos, Ogun, Oshun, yeah, states like this. You know, in the north, these veggies are cultivated very well. So the prices might ranges. Now, a kg of bell pepper in Lagos, Nigeria currently is about 8,500 naira. You can go to the north and a kg of bell pepper must be 6,000 naira. So sometimes there's a gap between states, intrastate, I mean, for this agric business. Now, before you venture into this, you have to have a marketplace before going into forex and other businesses, and going to before buying for you before you get a trade setup, you have to know what you are doing. Hmm? You have to, okay, if I'm able to plant this and succeed with this, if I'm able to do this, who will be my buyers? You go to the buyers first. You don't cultivate all these things, have them. You don't have off takers, and you're having like 100 kg of bell peppers. Is it just your family that is going to cultivate it? If you are going into this big, you have to have a marketplace. So the training I'm currently undergoing, it's called GAP. It's BIC GAP. The meaning of BIC, it's bearers in Christ. The GAP means graduate agriculture apprenticeship program. So it's currently located in Ogun State, Nigeria. It's
Okay.
located in yes, it's located in Nigeria, Ogun State to be precise. Yeah. So I'm 3 months into the program. It's a 6 month program. It's a program where you even get paid internship. You get a stipend of 50,000 naira and free accommodation for the 6 months you'll be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you
So
get
it's a
educated on how hydroponics farming works
yes,
and gives you the opportunity to be able to participate in farming it.
yes, most definitely. Yes, most
Wow,
definitely. You
that's
get
nice. That's nice.
hand in hand experience, everything, how you fatigate. Fatigation means how you give plants nutrients, how to take pH, to take EC, temperature, humidity, and the rest. So this is what you get once you are on the
And I'm sure a
program.
lot of people in Nigeria would also love to participate in that. So many people don't know
Yes.
that things like this are actually going on. So this is
No,
one of
they
the
don't.
reasons why we host events like this. For those of you who don't know, the J4X House community is basically expanding. And on a simple term, we would like to formally introduce ourselves as the Order of Mentors Foundation, because this is the formal body which we are using to go into the constitution and law. So on papers, it will be a foundation built with the name the Order of Mentors. So the Order of Mentors is the formal structure of which we're going to be using to build ourselves in a more physical, structured way, rather than having a digital community of traders who are advanced or experienced in the financial market. Okay, so this is a program to give us insight into other aspects of learning and trading that we can also participate in as traders, not just in the financial exchange market, but also in the tangible commodity market, as explained at the beginning of this presentation. Our guest today, Mr. Rex, has been giving us a lot of insight. If you, most of you, if you would like to check him out or you would like to learn from him, I would also put his direct contact within the description of the video. Maybe you would like to give him an opportunity, or maybe you want to start up a hydroponics farm. You might need an expert, or you might have an opportunity within Nigeria. You should know that we are all available, and this can be arranged. Okay, so thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Rex.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay. So maybe you can give us a roundup, and then we can conclude for the night.
In a nutshell, I want you all to know that farming doesn't have to be boring. Farming doesn't involve you carrying hose to the bush with cutlass. It doesn't involve you dirtying your body. Hydroponics is here to stay. I would love you guys to explore hydroponics, and you will not regret it. Um, I don't want to brag. There, there's a crazy ROI in hydroponics. Thank you very much. I remain Otego Rex Ochim. See you some other time. Thank you, JayFx, for having me. It's been a lovely ride. Hope to hop in on this session once again another time. Peace, JayFx to the world.